Ah!
He jumps, lets out an undignified yelp, followed by his phone slipping out from his grip. It bounces from one hand to another in his poor attempt to catch it before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a resounding clack. I kind of feel sorry for the phone. And the floor. But it's not every day you catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. It'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha ha! An awkward pause passes between us. A blink. A cough. He makes a face. And then in too quick a motion, he ducks and retrieves his abused gadget, while a grin threatens to break out from my lips. He doesn't meet his eyes when he straightens, but a flush is crept under his neck and his cheeks. He's got a little bit of a blusherino going on. In another universe where we would have known each other for 5 years and suffered through his teasing from day-to-day occurrence, chances are I'd find that adorable. Endearing, even. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. And the way things are, I'm already content to see him get out of his obnoxiously calm and collected disposal.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Woohoo!
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
What are you doing here? For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed a canary. Suddenly checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage or scratches. Seems to be more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash,
I could be looking to buy a house.
a mansion?
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
Hold on, don't say that.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He glances a sneaky point thing behind me. Something words the parlor. Curious if I was gaze, but before I can figure out what's caught his attention, places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face
I just
him.
finished working on something, so I dropped by.
That's a lie. I still don't understand how his work has anything to do with why he's here. Welcome to the stream, sleepy mum. To my confused look, he drops the hand resting on my arm like he has been touched something particularly hot and casually rubs the back of his neck.
I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all.
He's got free time, chat!
So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
I don't know about
We have
that.
mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Hold on, chat. Isn't that how open houses work? Is it you literally just roam around the open house and ask questions? Is that not how open houses work? Forgive me for not being in an open house, but yeah, I mean, like the realtor, yeah, but I mean, like besides that, like they can't just go, no, you're not allowed to look at the house. It's open. Well, I mean, like, no one's there. They're all, like, talking in the foyer. I think she's full of shit, chat.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said...
I don't know. You're answering. So you're obviously the master of shopping house etiquette, okay?
Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
And that's exactly how you say it, chat. Every time. Shopping house. Realtors, they do shopping house,
Wait.
all right?
What? Now?
Something must have showed on my face because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. The last thing I want is to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on Earth I'll ever think about telling it to, but I can't help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he's helped me, even without me asking for it. He's totally got a thing for her, and she's a dum-dum head. But stuff like ghosts and the supernatural, he'll never believe me, even if he hears it from a friend. Maybe if it's Becca. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give you an explanation why these things have no chance of ever being real. At worst, he's insufferable. Asshole. What'd I ever do to him? He never does that to Becca or Zach. I can already imagine how things will go down the moment I spill a word of what I saw. Typical character plot. Chat, what I'm getting out of this is Isabella has to die, because it'll devastate all these other people she's mentioning. I think we have a plan. Before it catches attention, I shove the letter deep in my
What's
bag.
Nothing. Let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
You're a nothing. Leave me alone.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
A rush of air greets me as soon as the main door opens. Hey, it's that ambiance again. Not the usual autumn draft, but it's still a welcome change from the stifling atmosphere inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps are quick behind me, the soles of his shoes thumping hard against the polished concrete in an awkward cadence as he rushes to catch up. If I just, like, leave it, does the run keep continuing? I like this game, Jen. He calls out once, twice, maybe even 3 times, and the mansion still looms in the background. Whispers calling me back, shadows beckoning. Nope. Nope. I don't look back. I move a little bit quicker. We spend the ride back to Luxburn City in a relatively quiet manner, with only the radio's disjointed hum in the background and filled with silence. Occasionally Ash will reach out and fiddle with it until the signal settles or it's on a respectable volume, but otherwise doesn't say anything. Neither do I. However, if the furtive glances have been sending my way or signals, I know there are things that have been itching at since we left the mansion. I keep my eyes trained on the passing scenery outside in the small hopes that my disinterest will dissuade him.
Here.
All of a sudden, he tosses something at me from a small compartment on his side. Did we even tell Rose we left? We're the worst, chat. Hits me cleanly on the chin before I can make a move to catch it. The small package makes a soft landing on my lap instead.
Sorry.
The glare I send him wipes a smirk about to form cleanly off his face. He clears his throat, focusing his eyes on the road again. I swear he did that on purpose. Ignoring him, I flipped the half-forgotten package on my
I
lap.
won't say no to free food. But why are you giving away cereal bars?
It's because they're Yang Yang Mobile's energy bars, chat. They're delicious.
I always have one on my person. And you look like you're about to pass out back there.
He's
have you
right.
eaten lunch yet?
No, I didn't even get a chance to deny it, because right on cue my stomach rumble bumbles. No surprise there, I did skip breakfast and lunch so I could catch Becca while she was still on break. I was hoping to get a small meal after. I guess with everything going on, I just forgot until Ash mentioned it. Hey Ash, do you want to, like, consume together? It's not like the hollow feeling's new to me, though. If anything, it's just one of those things I've gotten used to ignoring over the years growing up. Thanks, I tear open the package and start nibbling away on the edge of the bar. Apart from no acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't say anything about that small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting an earful from both Becca and Rose, it's nice to just sit down with someone who's not going to nag
How'd the
you.
open house go?
God damn it, Ash. Why do you have to prove me wrong
The
immediately?
usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really, no different from the typical open house. On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
She's got a good point.
I wasn't really listening.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. 2, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job, which brings us to 3. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
Holy shit.
How do you even know about the last one?
Rebecca. Chat, I can read this game like an open book.
Anyhow, you're hellbent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out. Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
He's not entirely wrong. Yes, he is. Yes, he is,
I
because
hate
she
you.
knows that he's not going to buy the
I
house.
hate you right now.
His answer is a small laugh. That screams I'm right. I told you so, even though he's wrong. I hate it when he does that.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property. So even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad.
Provided I don't botch it with the rights. Why, of all times, did I have to screw up like this in front of an important customer, no less? I owe Rose a big apology. I hope she likes free
You
donuts.
don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy.
AC
Doesn't this
1234,
look like
welcome,
a happy
welcome.
face to you?
No.
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa.
Just like, that doesn't look happy at all.
Or is it the wardrobe this time?
He meant that as a joke, but how close it is to truth made my blood run cold, and my own heartbeat a heavy weight in my chest. All at once, the letter in my bag feels a whole lot heavier.
Yeah, well, things happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it.
Oversharing,
It's
girl.
normal in the business.
You
Oversharing.
made them angry?
Not angry, just stuff happened.
Like?
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients. The rights, was it?
I can't answer that, at least not without revealing everything that took place in the attic. Okay, if we lie to him, he's gonna dislike that because he's a detective. So
You
change
keep
the
asking me
subject.
about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours.
I'm fucking brilliant, Chet. I'm fucking brilliant.
That's not fair. Both you and Zach have literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
An over-exaggeration, but changing the subject to something else is better than outright lying to him. See, I'm so smart. Besides, it never works with him. I'm not sure if it's because I'm bad or he's really good at his job. He doesn't answer immediately, only momentarily shifting a glance over me and returning it back to the road when he has to make a sharp turn. Outside, the sun has already begun to descend. I wonder how long until we reach the venue for Zach's film. Odd, but he's trying to avoid rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation.
Yeah, chat.
Excuse me, I don't hear you calling them awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Yeah, chat.
Shut up! And you aren't answering my question.
Yeah, chat. This earns him a soft punch to his arm, which snaps it in half because I have superpowers. I did laugh at them, but I'm not going to get the satisfaction of knowing that most of them are funny. It'll only make his head bigger, stupid asshole.
All right. Lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before?
No.
We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that. We got some good lead months ago.
I really hope that, like, Ash was, like, at the open house, like, chasing down some super villain with, like, a monocle and top hat. And that's going to be his entire plotline. He recounts what he's been doing in the time we haven't seen each other. His usual work, the occasional small investigation, and big case he's been stuck working on. Stuff he couldn't mention in the brief time we were able to catch it online, although most of it is trimmed down version, only things he can tell. He always has been careful about that. Even the way he spins his answers to my questions. Just enough to satisfy my curiosity, but not enough to paint the whole picture. I just got a text from Morgan. That's worrying. Okay. At one point, his voice takes on a strained tone when he mentions something about the big case, but I don't dwell on it. That's normal, right? I mean, who wouldn't be frustrated if you can bring somebody justice because it keeps slipping out of your fingers? If I were in his shoes, I'd definitely lose my mind. His stories are always never ceasing to be entertaining regardless. If things weren't the way they were back home, maybe I would have considered taking on the same job as him. Well, no. Time passes quickly between us and the manor. I don't believe that at all. And before I know it, we're already at the movie house. A small crowd is formed in front of the theater when we arrive. Remember when this was a horror game, chat? I remember. Point of no return. The Lift Fest, short for Luxborn Independent Film and Festival, attracts a bigger crowd annually, and this year's no different. I've only been to a few indie film screenings of Zach, so I'm not an expert on the matter. But I know that for people hoping to make a break in the industry, getting your film recognized by a local event like this is already a big deal. Especially for a newcomer like Zach. He hasn't even won an award, but just getting the confirmation letter that the festival committee wants to include his movie in this year's lineup already puts a grin on his face for weeks. Speaking of the guy, he's impossible to miss. At 6 feet, he appears to loom over most of the moviegoers. With his large build and heavy voice, there's no surprise when people give him a wide berth as they pass by. It's often easy to mistake him for someone intimidating at first glance. I did, back when I didn't know any better. Ash did too, I heard. Once. Early in their friendship.
Oh, there's Zach.
Oh, thank God I could stop reading.
Hey, you guys! Long time no see!
Zach's face lights up with a smile on his own as he moves towards his careful steps, taking significant effort to make himself smaller as not to bump or accidentally hit anyone. Typical Zach. As he nears, Ash casually raises his hands in greeting and...
Sup, Z-Man, my main man. What's crack-a-lackin', my homie?
I don't even need to read this. We all know how awkward that was. Someone to her left, a girl giggles. Only then do I become aware of my mouth hanging open. I'm most amazed how Ash could say that out loud with a straight face. Almost. Concerning his track record, I should be used to it by now. Zach seems to be...
Yo, stop trying to act black, Ashton. And you're the only one who calls me Z-Man.
There's fondness underneath his exasperated tone. If this were any other person, he'd likely be offended, but years of friendship and familiarity have made those words harmless to each other's ears. Or at least enough for both to talk about it in stride. Ooh.
It's been a while, Zach.
I hope you didn't get into trouble again.
Not much to get into trouble lately without you, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if something comes up, though.
Nah, I ended up with chicken down stuck on me last time I agreed. I'd really love at least this year to pass without some sort of accident happening again.
Hey, I take offense to that. It wasn't that bad.
You
Chicken?
really have no idea.
A beat passes. And then Zach laughs.
Hey, I'm kidding! You know you can always count on me.
It's a story only the two of them are privy to. Every now and then, Ash will enlist Zach's help on something. Becca and I never really found out what the deal is with these adventures, as Ash calls it, but both aren't willing to tell due to some unspoken agreement. She insists that if it's Ash, it's likely not something illegal or life-threatening. I tend to believe her on that. I don't. Sometimes. Yeah. Oh well, boys will be boys, I guess. I hate that phrase so much, chat. I give Zach a small wave from behind Ash when his attention eventually turns to me.
Bella!
Zach!
Rebecca's not with you. Is she still sick?
A bit. But she's up and went to work this morning. You know she doesn't listen to anyone that's not Ash.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't. You're literally the only person she'll listen to when she's feeling stubborn.
So if we kill Isabella and our boy Ash, chat, we're gonna be set. I'm seeing a plan here, chat. I'm building a strategy.
Don't worry, Zach. She's
on how
probably
we're
on her
gonna
way
kill
here
our
now.
characters.
She
Swiss
promised
Rider,
she wouldn't
welcome,
miss your
welcome.
movie.
Isabella! Oh, thank goodness.
Speak of the devil. Without warning, a hand grabs me by the shoulder and turns me around. It's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Becca, you're just in time.
I have to lean back a little with her face is. It's almost invading my personal space. But she places her hand on either side of my head to keep me still. You're gonna kill your character? We need to kill some characters. It's one of the things the devs told us to do a hot minute back. So we're doing it. She stares at me intently, concerning her eyes.
You're squishing my face.
How are you? Are you all right?
Because otherwise it's a pretty normal
Why wouldn't
story,
I
I
be?
guess. Or something.
Rose called
I don't
me
remember
earlier.
what I said too. But yeah. These 4 words tell me all I need to know. So we have to let some characters die. Since I don't have my family living close by, and the only other relative I have works on the far side of the country, I gave my company Becca's contact number in case of emergency. I should have known Rose would call her. I push Becca's hands away from my face. Although she lets go, her eyebrows remain drawn together.
Oh, no, everything's good. Rose covered for me at work today.
That's not what I'm talking about. How's your head?
Beside me, Ash snickers. Stop it! I bite back the urge to elbow him in place of trying to avoid Becca's hand as she reaches out for said area. I do my best to dodge her, all at once moving to hide behind Zach. Sorry for using you as a human shield, Zach.
Oh, it's nothing. I just slipped off a few steps on my way down.
We literally
I
fell
blacked
down
out
the
for a few
stairs
seconds and had
getting
minor
chased by a
bump, but
ghost.
it's just that.
That's what happened.
You blacked out? It's not something to brush off.
Neither is
Come on, at
ghosts.
least let me check it.
It's extremely minor. You wouldn't even know it's there.
Isabella, this isn't a laughing matter.
Becca's right,
She
chat.
did look pale when I saw her.
Wow. Thanks a lot, Ashton, you traitor. I'll get you back for this. Just you wait.
What? I'm just saying it as it is. If you mentioned this earlier, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
I'm sorry. Saw her?
Yeah, they arrived together. Bella looked fine to me then. I don't know.
Something crosses Becca's face, but it's gone before I can figure out what it is. It's extreme jealousy. Bigfoot Tracker, welcome. Hope you're doing well.
That's good. At least she didn't have to travel alone, right? At least. Good.
You a little bit jealous there of Becca Roonies? You a little jelly welly? You a little upset? You a little salty? You a little angry about that? You a little...
See? I'm okay. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. And I don't want to miss Zach's film.
We can always watch it some other time.
Hey, no you can't. It's a premiere. This is unique. Alright.
Sorry, Zachary.
Yeah, you should be sorry.
No, it's
You're
good.
wrong.
But you guys should really keep it down. We're starting to attract some attention.
It's the premiere. The premiere's different. Right, Zach?
I shoot him a pleading look. Zach's a sensible guy. He'll understand. Please understand.
Not really. But Rebecca has a point.
What? What?
In the end, I think it's your call.
Back here looks like he'll lick his lips looking at me. Do you think Zach's a vampire? Not Zach. Ash is a vampire?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Please, Becca. I really don't want to miss it.
You're not missing it. We're just moving it on a different day so we can have a...
Look, you guys.
Ash's loud sigh unexpectedly cuts through the conversation. He's pinching the bridge of his nose as he speaks. Something he usually does when he's getting pissed
If
off.
she says she's okay, then there's nothing we can do about it. It's not like we can stop her either. Besides, she's still acting like the same old Isabella to me, if she can still run around like that.
Why are you taking her side?
Oh. I'm seeing some salt here, Chet.
I'm not.
Oh, he totally is.
But if she wants to watch Zach's movie with us, I'm not going to stop her. She's probably the one looking forward to it the most.
Ash, that's... You, of all people, should know...
Tell you what, if I notice something amiss with her, I'll take her to the nearest hospital myself.
So he's gonna be viewing us a little bit extra,
Is
Chet.
that good enough for you?
I already know the answer before Becca voices it out. At least she releases a deep breath and nods, albeit with great reluctance. I immediately tackle her into a
Thanks,
hug.
Becca.
It's always been you with him, isn't it?
Did you say something?
Me? Nothing. Don't mind me.
Oh my god. Nicole Lussier, welcome. Hope you
If
do
you
well.
say so.
Okay, guys, showtime's close, so I think I'm gonna get us some snacks. My treat. And then let's head inside. Anyone here has a smaller bill?
I think I do. Hold on.
Becca acts like my ex. Rip.
What's this?
It's already in Ash's hands before I can even react. Oh, fuck, it's the letter. Uh-huh.
Give it back.
Here we
It's
go.
just a paper.
Everyone dies,
I don't
chat.
care. Give it.
Looks
Everyone
ancient,
dies.
too. Why do you keep this around?
I try to reach for it, but he holds the paper above his head. I've never been particularly sensitive about my height, but right now I really wish I had that advantage.
Don't open it!
What's the big deal? It's not like it's a love letter. I don't see any reason to... Hold on a second. This is, isn't it?
Even if it is, it's not for you.
Okay. Now I'm curious.
I'm telling you, it's nothing like that. It's...
The rest of my words are lost when he unfolds the paper. I can't breathe. My heart feels stuck in my throat, pounding, threatening to burst out. Vaguely, I note how my hands are trembling in my sides. Clasping them together doesn't do any good. The air is still shaking, but I hang on to them regardless. The awful, sick weight that has taken its core in my stomach, back in the open house, returns full force. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Someone please. Today is turning out to be a horrible nightmare.
Send this to 5 people or else.
6 people have seen it now then, right? No, 7 people. Because there's been 3 people, these 3. Then there was the Wrights and McCulloch, and then there was Rose. So that's 7 people that have seen the letter, including our girl. That makes 8. Oh.
Well, that's interesting.
Exactly. It's one of the characters' names, and I can't ever get it right. It's like McCulloch. Rose wasn't there. Rose looked at it separately, I thought. No! Wait. Yeah, she took the letter from us when we were sitting down. I think. Actually, you know, she may not have seen it because we chose not to show her. I don't know.
Guys, I think we should listen to Bella first.
Aren't you a few days early for Halloween?
Ash waves the paper in front of me, giving me a fleeting glimpse of its contents. I don't need to see. I don't want to see. The letters, the words, every stroke written in blood is already embedded in my mind. Maybe I should have just thrown it away when I had the chance. That way.
It's not a prank.
Isabella, I think. But I think it might switch to the characters because there's an option. Where is it? Relationships? These look clickable. But maybe it is just Isabella. I don't really know. The furthest we ever made it in this game isn't too much further than this. Oh, but yeah, Marianne McCulloch. She's right here. Can we see any of their stuff now? Is that journal? Oh, here's the letter. I'd like to click it and look at it, but it's not letting me. Profiles. Yeah, and see, they're also all clickable. So I think we get to play as all the characters eventually. I don't know. It makes all of them stop. Even I am surprised at how steady my voice is.
What did you say?
This isn't a prank! I saw something!
Hold on. Are we still talking about this paper? Or is it about the urban legend again?
Both. I know it sounds ridiculous.
You're saying this is a primitive version of a chain letter, and now that we've seen it, we're now cursed.
Yes.
You've got to be kidding me.
See? This is why I didn't want to tell you guys.
Isabella, aren't you taking this a bit too far?
It's not a joke. Will you guys listen to me first? I saw something in the house earlier. It stood right in front of me. If I hadn't gotten away, that thing might have...
Right. And in broad daylight, Isabella. Even someone gullible would find the logic in that screwed up.
Did she turn British? No, Becca's
There's
voice
also
actor's
no
been
way
British
in
this whole
hell
time.
that this supernatural shit is true.
But it's real. What do you think I saw?
Holy shit, that face!
A hallucination? A delusion? Didn't you say you fell down some stairs? So maybe Rebecca's right.
It happened after, when I was trying to get away. I almost got stuck in the same room with that thing. We're all in danger. I thought you were my friends. Why don't you believe me?
We are, and you know that. But this thing and that thing has got nothing to do with the other. When Rose called earlier, I thought she's just exaggerating. But based on what I'm seeing right now, maybe it's better if we really postpone this for now.
Don't bother.
Without another word, I snatch the letter out of Ash's hands and stuff it back in my bag with more force than necessary. I'm tired. I got cursed, saw ghosts, probably lost a sale, got kicked out of the open house I'm supposed to be hosting, my own friends won't believe me, and all of them think I'm crazy. To top it all off, there's still ache at the back of my head, begging for a little attention. I can't afford to give up right now. Honestly, so much a person can take in a single day. I just want to go home, curl up in my bed, and never think about today. But before he could even take a single step away from the group,
Guys!
Zach rarely ever raises his voice. Even when there's a point, he wants to drive home, and hearing him take on that tone completely throws me off. Even Ash and Becca. Whatever harsh words yet to come from the argument immediately die out on our tongues.
Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her. And hey, ain't this supposed to be a happy get-together? We haven't seen each other for months. I'd really love to know what y'all have been up to. I only ever get to talk to Bella over chat. Please.
He has a point. Ash, for all his attempts to look cool and distinct, has been looking forward to this. He even took the time to call her this morning for a reminder. He never does that.